Okay. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today to our Google I/O Extended edition. As you know, last week was on May 14 and 15 in at Shoreline, there Google I/O and all the announcements. Today, we are bringing the recap of this event for you. We already talked in our workshop about the code of conduct. I will not go over again. So Google I/O 2024 had amazing releases, and here is the recap of the developer keynote and the keynote main keynote. As you can see, there are numerous announcements highlighted in the highlighting the integration of AI across various Google technologies. I hope we are able to go over all of them. I will try to be as fast as possible. And this year at I/O, we heard all about the AI advancements with the powerful language model Gemini Era and its integration across various Google products, as well as a big emphasis on making AI development more accessible. You can't miss these latest releases. So if you didn't have time to go to watch the videos, I really encourage you to do it. Even after our session, I will go over these releases announcements. But I really encourage you to go to see everything if you can. So are you ready? So as Chen Chang says earlier, before we go, so Google announced this Gemini API developer competition where you can this. Let me copy the link to paste it in the chat for all of you. I think Chen Chang earlier already pasted it. So before we go into the keynotes announcements, first I want to share with you that at I/O, Google announced the Build with AI API developer competition. Generative AI is here, and you have the power to help shape the future where technology enables a more accessible, sustainable, and joyful world. Wherever you are a seasoned or pro, just starting out, building for mobile web or beyond, we encourage you all developers to join the Gemini API developer competition and share your creations with the world. Help build groundbreaking applications that not only refine what's possible in this new era of AI, but also contribute to a better tomorrow wherever a new or existing app. Simply integrate the Gemini API for a chance to win great prizes. So if you go to that link that I pasted in the chat, you will see all the prizes. So basically, this competition offers a chance to showcase your ingenuity with the grand prize, a custom electric 1981 DeLorean. So you can win this or many other prizes. I will play this video.
Hey! You may recognize me from my acting work, but my real passion is programming. When I'm in the zone, I'm unstoppable. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm really excited about the future, and Google's Gemini models are tech that can get us there. And you know I'm submitting to Google's new Gemini developer contest, which is so cool it'll blow your mind back to beta. A chance to win for the most creative, useful, and remarkable apps. If you're a dev or dev team that wants to submit, great. But you'll have some catching up to do. I just drank 3 cups of nitro cold brew, and I'm ready to crank out some genius. Time to go wormhole.
Yeah, so I guess we are all too late because the competition already started, as you can see in our video. Let me see if I can. Okay. So you can go to the competition page and you should be able to see all the prizes and everything what is at stake. And just to show you. Basically, this is the car that is the grand prize of this competition. So I wish you all good luck. And let's go back to our presentation. Basically, I wanted to present it at the end, but then I changed my mind and I says, let's take it out of the way. So let's start by saying that AI will be the biggest technological shift we see in our lifetimes. And let's go into the main. Actually, I think I had other slide. Okay. Maybe it's next slide. Okay. So this has brought us to the Gemini era, and Google is fully into it. Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google and Alphabet, invites us to reflect on this moment we are in. With the years of investigation on AI, we are still in the early days of the AI platform shift. However, this brings a huge opportunities ahead for creators, for developers, for startups, for everyone. Gemini era is all about helping to drive these opportunities. And today, more than 1.5 million developers use Gemini models across Google's tools. Currently, all of Google's 2 billion user product use Gemini, and Google have introduced new experiences too. Now let's go to deep dive into the main keynote announcements. Before we do that, I would like to play a short video under 10 minutes with the recap of the main keynote.
At Google, we are fully in our Gemini era. Today, all of our 2 billion user products use Gemini. Gemini 1.5 Pro is available today in Workspace Labs. Let's see how this comes to life with Google Workspace. People are always searching their emails in Gmail. We are working to make it much more powerful with Gemini. Now we can ask Gemini to summarize all recent emails from the school. Maybe you were traveling this week and you couldn't make the PTA meeting. The recording of the meeting is an hour long. If it's from Google Meet, you can ask Gemini to give you the highlights. People love using photos to search across their life. With Gemini, you're making that a whole lot easier. And Ask Photos can also help you search your memories in a deeper way. For example, you might be reminiscing about your daughter Lucia's early milestones. You can ask Photos, show me how Lucia's swimming has progressed. Here, Gemini goes beyond a simple search, recognizing different contexts, and Photos packages it up all together in a summary. Unlocking knowledge across formats is why we built Gemini to be multimodal from the ground up. It's one model with all the modalities built in. We've been rolling out Gemini 1.5 Pro with long context in preview over the last few months. So today, we are expanding the context window to 2 million tokens. So far, we have talked about two technical advances, multimodality and long context. Each is powerful on its own, but together they unlock deeper capabilities and more intelligence. But what if we could go even further? That's one of the opportunities we see with AI agents. I think about them as intelligent systems that show reasoning, planning, and memory, are able to think multiple steps ahead, work across software and systems, all to get something done on your behalf, and most importantly, under your supervision.
Today, we have some exciting new progress to share about the future of AI assistants that we're calling Project Astra. For a long time, we've wanted to build a universal AI agent that can be truly helpful in everyday life. Here's a video of our prototype, which we'll see has two parts. Each part was captured in a single take in real time.
What does that part of the code do?
This code defines encryption and decryption functions. It seems to use AES-CBC encryption to encode and decode data based on a key and an initialization vector, IV.
Do you remember where you saw my glasses?
Yes, I do. Your glasses were on the desk near a red apple.
Give me a band name for this duo.
Golden Stripes.
Nice. Thanks, Gemini.
Today, we're introducing Gemini 1.5 Flash. Flash is a lighter weight model compared to Pro. It's designed to be fast and cost-efficient to serve at scale, while still featuring multimodal reasoning capabilities and breakthrough long context. There's one more area I'm really excited to share with you. Our teams have made some incredible progress in generative video. Today, I'm excited to announce our newest, most capable generative video model called Veo. Veo creates high-quality 1080p videos from text, image, and video prompts. It can capture the details of your instructions in different visual and cinematic styles.
For 25 years, we have invested in world-class technical infrastructure. Today, we are excited to announce the 6th generation of TPUs called Trillium. Trillium delivers a 4.7x improvement in compute performance per chip over the previous generation. Google Search is generative AI at the scale of human curiosity, and it's our most exciting chapter of search yet.
All the advancements you'll see today are made possible by a new Gemini model, customized for Google Search. What really sets this apart is our 3 unique strengths. This is search in the Gemini era. By the end of the year, AI will come to over 1 billion people. We're making AI overviews even more helpful for your most complex questions, the type that are really more like 10 questions in one. You can ask your entire question with all its sub-questions and get an AI overview in seconds. I'm really excited to share that soon you'll be able to ask questions with video.
Why will this not stay in place? And in a near instant, Google gives me an AI overview. I guess some reasons this might be happening and steps I can take to troubleshoot.
Since last May, we've been hard at work making Gemini for Workspace even more helpful for businesses and consumers across the world. Now, I can simply type out my question right here in the mobile card and say something like, compare my roof repair bids by price and availability. This new Q&A feature makes it so easy to get quick answers on anything in my inbox.
Today, we'll show you how Gemini is delivering our most intelligent AI experience. We're rolling out a new feature that lets you customize it for your own needs and create personal experts on any topic you want. We're calling these gems. They're really simple to set up. Just tap to create a gem, write your instructions once, and come back whenever you need it. Starting today, Gemini Advanced subscribers get access to Gemini 1.5 Pro with 1 million tokens. That is the longest context window of any chatbot in the world. You can upload a PDF up to 1,500 pages long, or multiple files to get insights across a project. Now, we all know that chatbots can give you ideas for your next vacation, But there's a lot more that goes into planning a great trip. It requires reasoning that considers space-time logistics and the intelligence to prioritize and make decisions. That reasoning and intelligence all come together in the new trip planning experience in Gemini Advanced.
We've embarked on a multi-year journey to reimagine Android with AI at the core.
Now, we're making Gemini context-aware, so it can anticipate what you're trying to do and provide more helpful suggestions in the moment. Let me show you how this works. So my friend Pete is asking if I want to play pickleball this weekend, but I'm new to this pickleball thing, and I can bring up Gemini to help with that. Gemini knows I'm looking at a video, so it proactively shows me an Ask This Video chip. So let me tap on that, and now I can ask specific questions about the video. So for example, what is the 2-bounce rule? So give it a moment, and there. I get a nice, succinct answer. Starting with Pixel later this year, we'll be expanding what's possible with our latest model, Gemini Nano with multimodality. This means your phone can understand the world the way you understand it. So not just through text input, but also through sights, sounds, and spoken language.
Now let's shift gears and talk about Gemma, our family of open models, which are crucial for driving AI innovation and responsibility. Today's newest member, PolyGemma, our first vision language open model, and it's available right now. I'm also excited to announce that we have Gemma 2 coming. It's the next generation of Gemma, and it will be available in June. So in a few weeks, we'll be adding a new 27 billion parameter model to Gemma 2.
To us, building AI responsibly means both addressing the risks and maximizing the benefits for people and society. We're improving our models with an industry standard practice called red teaming, in which we test our own models and try to break them to identify weaknesses. I'm excited to introduce LearnLM, our new family of models based on Gemini and fine-tuned for learning. Another example is a new feature in YouTube that uses LearnLM to make educational videos more interactive, allowing you to ask a clarifying question, get a helpful explanation, or take a quiz.
All of this shows the important progress we have made as we take a bold and responsible approach to making AI helpful for everyone. To everyone here in Shoreline, and the millions more watching around the world, here's to the possibilities ahead and creating them together. Thank you.
How cool is that, right? There is not a better time to live into than today and enjoy all of these technology advancements. And let's go to the next. Oh. How the video starts again. So as you can see from, and you could hear from Sundar, Google search is getting a major overhaul within the with the help of Gemini, and this is so great. You can see that now we will get real time information with the. So what really sets this apart are 3 unique strengths. So you will get real-time information, ranking and quality systems, new agent capabilities directly from Gemini in your search. There are many, many more announcements. I will go as fast as possible. We are running out of time. Next time I should allow more time to go over everything. So, but search has been also improved within Google products. So you are not able to ask Gemini specific questions to help you find the photo you are looking for. So there, ask photos to help you search your memories in a deeper way. Gemini will reach beyond recognize context and create a summary for you. I will not drag it too much. You saw that now Gemini Pro has 1.5 Pro has now been improved, and we got 2 million tokens, which is a step forward. This is the next step in the journey to infinite context. Gemini on Google Workspace for offices. So Gemini, you could see that is present in Gmail, can analyze email, summarize recent threads, particularly helpful also for students. If we have here, identify key points and action items within the emails, and even understand attachments. Google Meet will get summaries of lengthy meetings, recordings, and draft replies based on conversation context, making post-meeting follow-up a breeze. Expanded functionality, multimodality, and long context. Gemini leverages various data types and remembers past interactions to provide a more comprehensive understanding of your work. Availability updates. Gemini 1.5 Pro advanced version become available for Workspace Lab users already, offering potentially even more powerful capabilities. So was already released. Then we can go even further with AI agents. What does this mean? Intelligent systems that can reason, plan, and memorize, think multiple steps ahead, do things on your behalf and under your supervision. Google's ultimate goal is to make AI helpful for everyone. As you heard, 1.5 Flash is the newest addition to Gemini model family and the fastest Gemini model served in the API. This version is a lighter weight model than the 1.5 Pro. It's highly capable of multimodal reasoning across vast amounts of information and delivers impressive quality for its size. 1.5 Flash excels of summarization, chat applications, image and video captioning, data extraction from long documents and tables, and more. This is because it has been trained on 1.5 Pro through a process called distillation, where the most essential knowledge and skills from a larger model are transferred into a smaller, more efficient model. You also saw Project Astra. I will not play the video because in the main keynote recap, you saw this video. But I will only go to say that the future of AI assistants is that Google calls Project Astra. And you saw how Project Astra works. Let's go to see next. No, I don't want the videos. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, let's see next. So more delighting release come from the generative media. Generative media helps bring you new creative ideas to life. Over the past year, Google have made incredible progress in enhancing the quality of their generative media technologies. They have been working closely in the creative community to explore new generative AI can best support the creative process and to more make sure their AI tools are more useful as possible at each stage. At Google AI conference, they announced several announcements in generative media, image 3, photo generation, music AI sandbox to push artists' creativity and views Google latest and most advanced video generation model. Let's see. You heard Sundar announcing Trillium, which is 4.7 times improves in compute performance over the previous generations. Of course, with this comes better performing. The availability will be launched later this year. But also you saw about the introduction of gems, which are essentially customizable AI personas for your Gemini assistants. So here is a gist of what gems are all about. Specialization. Think of gems as specialization, specialized versions of Gemini, each focusing on a specific task or domain. There was mention of pre-made gems like Learning Coach that can provide step-by-step guidance for various topics. Also, personalization. The idea is that you can tailor gems to your preferences. For example, a recipe gem could learn your dietary restrictions and preferences to suggest the recipes you would enjoy. Improved user experience. Gems are designed to make interacting with Gemini more intuitive and user-friendly by using specific gems for specific tasks. You can get more focused and relevant assistance from your AI companion. Overall, gems represent an exciting step in personalizing AI interactions. They allow you to leverage Gemini's capabilities in a more targeted way, catering to your specific needs and preferences. Also, in the main keynote at I/O, we saw that Android was reimagined with AI at core, and we will talk a little bit more about these improvements in the mobile section, where we will see all the improvements, and everything was introduced with the AI with Gemini into it. Let's go next over to our Google developer keynote. And of course, I will play this video, which in 5 minutes a glimpse at what it was discussed.
Welcome to the 16th Google I/O. I want to thank our fantastic developer community, all millions of you around the world, for choosing to build with Google. At Google, we're on a mission to make generative AI accessible to every developer on the planet. That's why Gemini is available to you, all developers, to use in Android Studio, Chrome DevTools, Project IDX, Colab, VS Code, IntelliJ, and Firebase.
We make it easy to start building an AI app with a simple API integration, so you can focus on building the best possible products for your users. And like you heard about earlier today, selecting the right AI model for your needs requires a balance across quality, cost, and speed. That's why I'm thrilled that Gemini 1.5 Flash is officially open to all developers to start building with today. You can get started using the Gemini API in Google AI Studio, which is now available in more than 200 countries and territories.
Next, let's look at Gemini Nano, our most efficient model for on-device tasks. It runs directly on mobile, enabling low latency responses and data privacy. This helps you implement features like suggested replies in messaging apps while knowing that the data won't leave the device.
Today, I'm excited to announce that we're taking a significant step forward towards the future with first-class tooling and library support for Kotlin multi-platform on Android.
Now, what's happening here is I'm using the large context window of Gemini 1.5 Pro that's coming later this year for inputs. This allows you to do higher quality multimodal input. Again, what we did here was upload a wireframe to an app and give it a very informative prompt that reads, for the image provided, use Jetpack Compose to build a screen so the composed preview is as close as possible to this image. And also make sure to include imports and use Material 3. With all these put together, we get a multimodal response back from the Gemini model. Okay, so here it is. All right, so we have a main activity here. It's using Material 3. All right, so let me just copy that to my clipboard. Let me add to my file. And close this. Let's open up the preview here. Let's make this interactive. And there we go.
Starting in Chrome 126, Gemini Nano will be built into the Chrome desktop client itself. We use Gemini to enable Chrome's features, including Help Me Write, which uses on-device AI to help users write short-form content like product reviews, social media posts, and customer feedback forms.
Google is committed to helping you build, test, and ship AI-powered apps that run well on Android, web, and across all the platforms your users need. So today, IDX is open to public beta with no wait list. To start, IDX makes it so easy to get to work quickly with over a dozen preloaded templates with the basic files and packages you need, or by importing your existing GitHub repo and its dependencies, or even by starting with a blank slate.
Today, we're evolving Firebase again. We want to enable you to rapidly build and run AI-powered experiences in your apps across platforms. I'm excited to announce Firebase GenKit, a new AI integration framework for app developers in beta now for Node.js and with Go support coming soon. GenKit gives you a consistent API across LLMs. And with GenKit, trying a new model is just as easy as changing a single argument.
What about when you need a little bit more flexibility and control to be able to fine-tune, augment, and ground a model for your specific use cases? That's why we released our Gemma family of open models. Just last month, we released CodeGemma to better support coding tasks across languages, and Recurrent Gemma that leverages recurrent neural networks and local attention to improve memory efficiency and faster inference. And as Josh announced earlier this morning, we're adding PalyGemma for multimodal image to text and previewed our next generation, Gemma 2, with new architecture that achieves stellar performance and fits onto a single TPU v5e.
Thank you for tuning in. Let's go build something amazing.
So let's go to our next slide. As you could see, there, even in the developer keynote, there was so many announcements. This is just a recap, but in the longer version, you will have more examples and more demos and everything. So I really encourage you, if you can, go to watch the extended version of the videos. I hope I made you curious about it. You could see that Google is in a mission to make generative AI accessible to everyone, every developer on the planet, which is a great thing, a great era to live and to have all these tools for all of us to use. Generative AI, you saw it's transforming the fundamentals of the software development, including new techniques on how to build and new inspiration for what you build. AI helps you be more productive by assisting you with the tasks. This is why Gemini is available to all developers to use in Android Studio, Chrome, DevTools, Project, IDX, Colab, VS Code, IntelliJ, and Firebase. AI changes how we build. I started to code many years ago, and I wish we had all this cloud boxes so you can code. Here is project IDX. I will paste in the chat. If you just start to code or you want to make a project to showcase in your resume, this is a nice place to start publishing your apps in the cloud. And you don't have to worry about where you host them. They're hosted in here, and you can share your code with the world, so that you can use any of the existing sandboxes, templates, or you can import your own GitHub repo and so on. I'm really happy about it. I didn't use it yet, but I will definitely go to do that. Is next here. We saw that there was a segment on the Gemini API during the Google I/O 24 developer keynote. Here is a quick rundown of the key points. Google has invested in AI search and infrastructure to allow to put the power of AI directly in developers' hands. This way, developers can build AI apps with simple API integration. This helps developer build the best possible products, and you saw today how easy it is to integrate the API in your code and deploy your own app. Focus on accessibility. The emphasis on was on making Gemini accessible to a wider range of developers. This includes the announcements of free access to Gemini for learning and development purposes through Google AI Studio. Google is looking to help you build, and we did this today, and everything went smooth for almost all of you. New features, several new features were unveiled for the Gemini API, including context caching, parallel function calling, and video frame extraction. You saw the 1.5 Flash and 1.5 Pro in public preview. Google announced the public preview for Gemini 1.5 Flash and 1.5 Pro with in over 200 countries, which is a great news. Gemini API developer competition, I already talked with you about it, and I shared the link with you. Go and build something and win the competition, share with all of us, share with the world all your creations. Google AI Studio lets us tune our models in minutes, but with the new 2 million tokens context window, we have another compelling option. By signing into Google AI Studio, you can start prompting right away, or if you want, you can get started straight to the code. You can grab an API key to use with one of the many SDKs. Looking for inspiration, take a look at the Gemini cookbook, which is a great resource. Let me share the link in the chat with you. If you are interested into, okay. Let me see if I can open quickly the link. 1 second. So as you can see, this is the Gemini API cookbook, and you can get a glimpse and get inspiration on what you want to build next. Of course, there you can find tutorials, code examples, examples of things you can build, getting started guides, API reference, and so on. Let's go to the next. Gemini models are empowering developers worldwide to transform workflows, enhance efficiency, and add a touch of their user delight. Locify, Envision, and Zapier are a few examples of those who used the great power of Gemini 1.5 Flash to automate repetitive tasks and make workflows more efficient. As developers, you will help transform AI into a practical applications for the world. Now we go in each section. Let's see what was announced for the mobile. Of course, the main focus was, of course, Android, where AI unlocks excellent experience on Android. You can build powerful Android apps with the integrated Gemini API, Google AI Studio. This development platform makes it easier for developers to use the Gemini API, cloud flexibility for developers who prefer a cloud-based approach. Vertex AI on Google Cloud offers access to full potential of Gemini models. Enhanced user experience. Imagine apps you can understand the complex that can understand complex requests, generate creative text, formats, or translate languages on the fly. These are just a few examples of how Gemini can elevate user experiences, increase efficiency by automating tasks and leveraging Gemini's ability to handle various context types. Developers can create apps that streamline user flows, innovation opportunities. The possibilities are vast. Gemini opens the doors for developers to create groundbreaking features and applications that were previously unimaginable. So all of this was included into Android with the AI revolution. And let's go next. You saw that Gemini Nano is the Google's most efficient model on device tasks. It runs directly on mobile, enabling low latency responses and data privacies. This helps implement features like suggested replies and messaging apps while knowing data don't leave the device. Gemini Nano is also available even with no cellular network coverage. Next, there was an announcement for Kotlin multi-platform on Android, first-class tooling and library support, now expanded to your favorite libraries like Room, leveraging KPM for business logic across Android, iOS, and web. Jetpack Compose also had some announcements, more performance improvements, share element transitions, and Compose API for adaptive layouts. Gemini in Android Studio at Google I/O 2024, there were some significant announcements regarding Gemini in Android Studio, aiming to make it a powerful tool for Android developers. Gemini 1.5 Pro models can take your development to a whole new level. The goal is to make the harder tasks easier. Gemini in Android Studio can help with code suggestions, API quality insights, multimodal inputs, which is in preview. Improved integration. Overall, these announcements showcase Google's focus on tightly integrating Gemini into Android development workflow. Now, let's stop a little bit into the web announcements regarding the AI era. It is the dawn of a new generating shift computing in AI. Google is supercharging the web to bring new capabilities in tooling. This is the part to a better development, a powerful web made easier. Overall, Google I/O 2024 aimed to empower web developers with more on-device capabilities through advancements in AI models, web standards, and developer tools. This paves the way for richer and more responsive web experiences that are less reliant on constant network connectivity. There was a strong emphasis on the enabling on-device execution for AI models for web development. This was a shift through a combination of advancements. Gemini Nano in Chrome. Google I/O 2024 brought exciting news about the Google's Nano's integration into Chrome. Supercharging Help Me Write. A major announcement was the inclusion of Gemini Nano in Chrome. Help me to write feature. This means real-time writing assistance. Gemini Nano will analyze your writing as you type, offering suggestions for your grammar, style, and clarity in real time. Enhanced creativity. You can leverage Gemini Nano to generate different creative text formats based on your prompts, potentially helping with brainstorming and content creation. A streamlined workflow. Overall, the integration aims to streamline the writing process within the Chrome, allowing you to focus on your ideas while Gemini Nano takes care of the technical aspects. Privacy focus on the on-device processing. An important aspect of Gemini Nano in Chrome is the focus on privacy. Here is why. It runs locally, unlike some cloud-based solution. Gemini Nano operates directly on the device, meaning your writing data isn't sent to Google service. This can be a major advantage for users concerned about the data privacy. Developer tools with high-level APIs. The introduction of Gemini Nano in Chrome also benefits developers. And here are some key points. New functionalities. Developers can leverage high-level APIs to integrate features like translation, captioning, and text summarization within their Chrome extensions or web apps. Accessibility focus. These APIs can potentially empower developers to create more accessible web experience by incorporating features like on-device, time-to-speech, or real-time translation. Overall, Google's I/O 2024 positioned Gemini Nano as a powerful tool for enhancing the writing experience in Chrome while prioritizing privacy and offering new possibilities for the web developers. There was the speculation rules API was a noteworthy announcement at the Google I/O 2024 for web development, leveraging AI and prefetching techniques. It has the potential to create much faster and more responsive web experience for users. By intelligently predicting navigation patterns based on user behavior and past browsing history, the API can prefetch even more relevant pages. We already talked about the dev tools made even easier than ever. Gemini will now generate insights right in your Chrome Dev console. Gemini can analyze the code, identify potential issues, and suggest solutions, optimizations. Now let's go to touch on the cross-platform announcements. And as you saw, I already shared with you the project IDX. I really like the idea. I want to give it a try myself. I use in the past many other products. I want to see how this is performing. So the project IDX, or integrated developer workspace, is now open to anyone. IDX made it so easy to get to work quickly with all the tools you need at your fingertips. The key features and benefits, it's AI-powered assistance. So you get assistance when you get stuck with your code, which is pretty cool. I remember when I started my journey coding, we didn't have all of that. We had to Google, read documentation, watch YouTube videos, and so on. It's cloud-based environment, which I always like, because when you have a cloud-based environment, you can quickly share your code, your app with everyone, and it's multi-platform support, which is really cool. Because in the past, many times for different apps, if it was mobile or if it was web, you had to use different platforms. With this one, it seems like it's cross-platform, and you can focus on full stack development. Project IDS is designed to streamline the development process for full stack applications. It offers functionalities for front-end development, back-end development, machine learning integration, and so on. Next, AI compliance with checks. Checks was a major announcement related to AI and development at Google I/O. Here is a breakdown of what checks are and how it can benefit developers. So checks, it's an AI-powered compliance platform designed by Google to simplify the process of ensuring your app adheres to data privacy regulations, focus on developers. And I think Chaba was mentioning earlier when we was talking with Chen Cheng about this. Focus on developers. Checks integrate directly into the development workflow, offering real-time feedback and insights throughout the coding process. This helps developers identify and address potential privacy concerns early on, saving time and resources. The key features: code compliance monitoring. Checks scans your code as you write it, looking for potential privacy leaks or areas that might not comply with the regulations. Actionable insights. It doesn't just highlight issues. Checks provides actionable suggestions and resources to help developers resolve them. Support for multi-platforms. Currently, Checks offer support for both Android and iOS developers. Next, of course, Flutter couldn't miss these announcements. Flutter 3.2 and Dart 3.22 and Dart 3.4 were marquee announcements at Google I/O. Here is a recap. So the Flutter WebAssembly support. This is a major game changer for Flutter web development. By compiling Flutter code to WebAssembly, web apps can achieve performance improvements of 2 times or 3 times compared with the previous JavaScript implementations. This opens doors for creating more performant and responsive Flutter web experience. Improved impeller rendering engine. Updates to the impeller engine bring smoother visuals and reduce CPU usage on iOS devices. This translates to a more visually appealing and performant user experience for Flutter apps on iPhones and iPads. Enhanced platform integrations. Android's predictive back gesture, Flutter 3.22 integrates with Android back native back gesture functionality, providing a more natural and familiar experience for users navigating Android apps. Built with Flutter, Google Mobile adds SDK updates. These updates offers developers more options for integrating Google Mobile ads within their Flutter apps, and Dart 3.4 introduction to macros. This is an exciting addition for that developer. Macros allows you to define custom code generation rules, essentially creating a way to write concise and reusable code snippets. This has the potential to streamline development workflows and improve code readability. Of course, Firebase highlights a new release is announced 2024. The focus on generative AI, a major theme was Firebase push towards making it easier for developers to integrate generative AI features into their apps. The Firebase GenKit was announced, which is in beta. This is the star of the show. GenKit is a new open source framework allowing developers to build AI-powered functionalities into existing or new applications using JavaScript or TypeScript, with Go support coming soon. It offers a browse-based UI and a feature-rich command line interface to simplify development. Deployment is handled through Firebase Cloud functionalities or Google Cloud Run, leveraging Google Cloud's infrastructure. GenKit has built-in support for Google's powerful Gemini model, along with the options for open source alternatives via Olama. Data management enhancements. Firebase introduced advancements for data management with the Data Connect. This is innovative tool breaks away from Firebase non-traditional SQL approach. Data Connect allows you to define your data model queries and mutations using a GraphQL-based language. It then generates suitable Postgres SQL database hosted on Google Cloud and connects it to a strongly typed SDK for your app. This offers the flexibility of a relational database while maintaining the convenience of Firebase's development experience. As you can see, even the Firebase logo was a little bit redesigned for Firebase GenKit. Of course, everything was just about AI at the Google I/O. How AI was integrated in most of the Google products. What happens when you need a little bit more flexibility and control to fine-tune, augment and ground the model for your specific case? That's why Google released Gemma, the family of open models built on the same cutting-edge infrastructure and tooling as the Gemini models. Google wanted to make the most useful, responsible set of open models. The Gemma family of open models was a key highlight at the Google I/O, showcasing Google's commitment to making AI development more accessible and democratic. And you could see the focus on open source and accessibility. Gemma models are specifically designed to be open source and free to use, allowing developers of all backgrounds to leverage powerful AI capabilities in their projects. This focus on accessibility aims to broaden participation in their field of AI development. New models and announcements. Several new models were introduced to Gemma family, called Gemma. This model assists with the code generation and manipulation, allowing functionalities like code completion and debug assistance. and automatic creation. You saw a recurring Gemma that leverages current neural networks and local attention to improve memory efficiency and faster interference. Polygemma, this upcoming model, which is in preview, tackles multimodal tasks, meaning it can understand and respond to combination of text, vision, and audio input. And of course, faster in inference with the Gemma 2. Google also announced the Gemma 2, the next generation of the Gemma family. It boasts a larger parameter size, 27 billion parameter model set to launch in June. This marks a substantial increase from the existing 2 and 7 billion parameter visions, and compared with the previous models, yet maintains efficient interference capabilities, allowing it to run on a single TPU v5e. This translates to faster processing times for developers working with Gemma models. Overall, the Gemma family of open models at Google I/O signifies Google's efforts to democratize AI development by providing accessible and powerful tools for developers of all levels. And of course, the focus was in Edge AI. Google AI Edge brings easy access to all the best models, including generative, along with a suite of tools to run interference on the edge that developers can readily integrate into their applications. So now let's build something amazing. Join the competition and share your creations with the world. If you want to see the Google I/O videos, I will paste the links in the chat. 1 second. Okay, so if you want to see all the announcements, of course, you can go directly to the I/O page and see all the other sessions, not just 1 second, I didn't copy. Not just the shorter version that I shared with you today. I was thinking to turn off the recording, and if you want to stay for a networking session, just to meet each other and discuss, I will just turn off the recording right now. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today, and we are looking forward to seeing you to our next event, Build with AI, which is on June 22nd from 9 to 10:30 a.m. with Roya. Thank you so much, and